Hey guys, welcome back. So we officially made it through our first month of 2017. I hope you guys have had an awesome month. So today I'm going to be sharing my January favorites with you guys. I have a little bit of everything this month, of course, beauty, makeup stuff. I have some skincare and some accessories as well. So I hope you guys don't mind that I add the accessories into my favorites. I think I've asked you guys in the past and you guys said that you didn't mind that I added it in with my just monthly beauty favorites. So I hope you guys are still okay with that. So let's go ahead and get started with makeup first. And the first product that I want to talk about is actually this concealer by Tarte. This is the Shape Tape Concealer. I'm sure you guys have heard all about this. Everyone's trying it and loving it for a good reason. It's very full coverage, which is great for under the eye area if you're trying to, cover up and conceal baggage and all of that, which I just did a video on how to conceal my dark circles, so I'll link that down below if you haven't seen it yet. But the real reason why I love this concealer so much is because it does not crease under my eyes, and I'm sure you guys know the struggle with trying to find a concealer that's not going to crease under your eyes, especially if you have dry skin. I just feel like everything creases more on my face. So I've been loving this concealer. Again, it's very full coverage and it does not crease. So that's why I love it. I do have it in the shade light medium, which if I could, I would have it maybe a half a shade lighter. But the shade light medium, I mean, I'm wearing it today and it looks all right. It definitely matches my skin tone. So I like it to be just a little brighter under my eyes, not too bright, which I used to like that look, but kind of getting away from that a little bit. The shade light in the Shape Tape is a little too light for me. So I need kind of that happy medium, and I believe that they are coming out with more shades, or they already did. So when I run out of this one, I'll definitely check that out and pick up a lighter shade if they do have like an in-between between light and light medium. But this concealer definitely has quickly become one of my favorite concealers ever, just for the fact that it does not crease under my eyes and it's full coverage. So it's amazing. I quickly want to show you the applicator tip on this because it's a lot different than my other applicator tips for concealer. Obviously it's a wand, so it's a little stick, and then it has a doe foot applicator, but it is ginormous. It is massive. It makes it super easy to apply right under the eyes and then just blend it out. So I'm really just happy with this concealer all around. I love the packaging, I love the application, I love, the product. So it's just a really awesome concealer, and I definitely recommend it if you're looking for a very full coverage concealer that will not crease. That is definitely a good one to try. And I also wanted to mention a foundation favorite over the last month. This is the Maybelline Matte Plus Poreless Foundation. This is supposed to be for normal to oily skin, but you guys know I have pretty dry skin, and I still feel like this works beautifully on my dry skin. And even though this does claim to be a matte finish, I don't find that it's like a super matte finish because I personally just don't like a matte finish foundations on myself. So I feel like this is a very comfortable matte, evens the skin. I definitely wouldn't say it's even as matte as the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, which I do like that foundation actually because it's super full coverage, and when mixed with the right products, it's amazing. This I would say would be more like a satin matte finish on my dry skin. But this has just been a great everyday foundation for me. This is in the shade, let's see, 220 Natural Beige, and it matches me pretty perfectly right now. It does dry a little darker. It doesn't oxidize and turn orange, but it does warm up to your actual skin. Once it's mixed with your natural oils in your skin, it does deepen a little bit, so keep that in mind. But it doesn't accentuate my pores or anything like that, and I do have pretty large pores right through here, and it just makes my skin look really pretty on a day-to-day basis. So been really happy with this. I would probably have to say this is in my top 3 favorite foundations from the drugstore now, so it's definitely a good one. All right, so I have a couple other drugstore makeup items that I want to share with you guys this month as well. So the first being this mascara. This is the Falsies Push Up Angel Mascara. This is an incredible mascara. I'm so glad that I found this. You guys know that I love the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. That is an amazing mascara if you're someone that needs a length in your lashes. But I'd have to say this is a very, very close second. This gives me a lot of length in my lashes and separates them so beautifully and just makes them look very fluffy at the same time without shortening them, if that makes sense. If you're someone like myself that does have naturally stubby lashes, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. The wand on this mascara is a little bit different as well. It is very thin like the telescopic mascara, but it's curved and it's rubber bristles. I've actually never really been a huge fan of rubber bristles until now. I really, really like the rubber bristles on this one. It goes from short at the top and then it gets a little bit longer at the bottom, but it just goes through your lashes seamlessly, makes them a little bit more fluffy, but also adds tons of length to them. This is also amazing for your lower lashes. It really separates them and it just makes them look gorgeous. So I'm definitely a fan of this mascara, and I believe it's pretty new out. So go check it out if you're in the market for a new mascara, especially for the lower lashes. This is a great one. So this is the Falsies Push Up Angel Mascara by Maybelline. And then the last drugstore makeup product that I wanted to talk about is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick. I honestly did not know that was the name of it. But this is in the shade Nudist Peach. So this is basically supposed to be like a liquid lipstick, but I find these to be a lot more moisturizing on the lips than a normal liquid lipstick. And the color of this one is super pretty. It's a peachy nude, so it's still gonna give your lips color without being like washed out or super, super nude like I normally go for. Because this is a little bit more moisturizing on the lips, it's not gonna be like a full-on liquid lipstick. Just keep that in mind. I feel like it's a very comfortable formula though, and it's very opaque and just beautiful on the lips. So I've been a huge fan of this lipstick over the last month. And then as far as eyeshadow, the only palette that I've used all month is the Persona Identity palette. You guys, I did a tutorial with this palette kind of for a date night or Valentine's Day coming up. I'll link it down below if you haven't seen it. But this palette is just so pretty. I've been loving it so much. I've definitely been playing around a lot more with the shimmery shades in the palette and kind of mixing those together, which is something that I previously hadn't done so much, but I've been doing it with this palette just because the shimmers are so beautiful. The mattes are really pretty as well. Charming, I use through my crease like every single day, and Audacious is a beautiful warm brown. But I've just been really enjoying this palette. I love how compact it is. Plus it's really cute, so I just kind of leave it out and then it's very accessible and I can just pick it up and use it when I need it. The shadows blend so beautifully together. They're very, very creamy. So love this palette. Good job, Sona. You did an amazing job. All right, so now let's move on to some skincare. I have a lot of skincare to show you guys, and I do want to do an updated skincare video very shortly because my skincare routine has completely changed and I have been so happy with it. My skin is the best it's been in a very, very long time. So the first product that I want to mention, I have mentioned actually here on my channel before, and I included it in my giveaway over Christmas. This is the Tony Moly Pureness 100 Hyaluronic Acid Mask Sheet, or basically it's a sheet mask, but it's just called mask sheet. Anyways, this is a hyaluronic acid sheet mask basically. This is one of the most moisturizing sheet masks that I have ever tried. No, I take that back. It is the most hydrating sheet mask I've ever tried. This one specifically is for hydration because of the hyaluronic acid in it. And even though it has the word acid in it, you would think that that's like removing something from your skin, but hyaluronic acid actually puts into your skin. So it's very, very moisturizing for the skin. So I have just been like obsessed with this sheet mask. I've been doing one like 1 to 2 times a week and my skin is just loving it. And I actually got Tim into using these as well and he loves them. And after I'm done using the sheet mask on my face, I'll actually take what's left on the sheet mask and rub it on the back of my hands, and it makes my hands just so hydrated. Like you can tell a huge difference. So I am a huge fan of these. They're very inexpensive. I think they're like $3 and you can get them at Ulta. Next up is a serum. This is an Intense Defense Serum. This is anti-aging plus repair. And I picked this up from premierlook.com. I will link the website down below. And Brianna Stanko here on YouTube actually recommended this product to me. So I asked her what I need for my skin because it's kind of like all over the place. I have kind of maturing skin because of some hormonal issues, but I still break out a little bit and my skin is super dry. So she recommended this product to me and she was spot on. This product has made such a huge difference in my skin already. I kind of use this as a spot treatment on my skin at night, and it has just worked wonders for my little wrinkle that's right here and then my dark spots on my face. And I've only used this for about a month now, I would say, and it has just made, like I said, the biggest difference in my skin. So I'm really excited to keep using this and see the results the longer that I use it. But it's been a great addition to my skincare routine, especially for the more mature aging parts on my skin. I'm just like obsessed with this. I'm very, very, very happy that I got it. And this is pretty pricey, but for me, it's a lot cheaper than Botox. So if I could use this and kind of like, you know, prevent that from even happening, because honestly, Botox, like, completely terrifies me. I don't know if it's like the needles going in my skin or the chemicals that I'd be putting in my body. I don't know what it is, but I'm just like not ready for that yet. And I don't know if I'll ever be actually. But I do have a lot of signs of aging on my skin because of those hormonal balances that I've mentioned here on my channel. Like I have this really annoying wrinkle like right here in the middle of my forehead. I'm getting more fine lines. My skin is just super dry and parched. So to me, spending a little bit more on skincare is worth it, especially if it's a product that really works. And this definitely does. So I've been really impressed with it. I can't wait to see the results as I use it more and more. And the last skincare product that I wanted to mention is by Elizabeth Arden. And again, this is more of like a preventative or correction product. So basically what these are little capsules, and you just like click it and then it pops open. And then inside you get all of these little bitty capsules, and you just twist the top off, and then the actual serum comes out. And these are ceramide capsules. And what ceramide is a lipid in the skin that kind of mimics the natural hydration that your skin is supposed to produce. So basically what it is like vitamin E capsules, and it's just super hydrating for the skin. It has made a world of a difference in my skin since I've been using these, and I think I got it like in the middle of December, and I've just been using them every single day. And I feel like combined with the other serum and the rest of my skincare, it's just like an amazing combination that has just done wonders for my skin. So I've been super happy with these. You can pick these up at any department store. I'll leave a link below too. This would be a great serum for any age, especially for like more preventative measures as we get older. So I've definitely been a huge fan of these, love them. I don't think I could go without them now. I'm just like so obsessed with them. All right, so now let's move on to some more like fashiony accessory type items. So the first thing that I want to mention are the earrings that I'm wearing right now. They're basically just like faux diamond studs. But the thing that makes these ones a little bit more special and unique is that it has little diamonds on the 3 prongs, and there's only 3 prongs instead of 4, which I feel like makes them feel a little bit more expensive. If you watch my videos, I'm sure you know I'm a stud girl. I'm always wearing stud earrings for the most part, and I just feel like these ones can just easily be dressed up or down, and it's just kind of like a go-to earring for me, and they're not too expensive. So I will link these ones down below. They're by Spade, and there's also a bunch of different other colors you can choose from for like the faux diamond part. They have some really beautiful like onyx black ones that I think would be so pretty, and they also have this one that's almost like iridescent that I almost got, but I just didn't know how much wear I would get out of them, but they're really fun. So those would probably be my top 3, but I just think they're really pretty, and I know that I'm gonna get tons and tons of use out of them. I also think they would make a really great gift. So I wanted to mention them to you guys because if you're a stud girl like me, these are some good ones to have. And then the other little fashion thing that I want to mention to you guys are some shoes. I just posted these on Instagram last night, but these are from Target, and I know they're spring shoes, and if you live in the Midwest, it's very cold, and I'm sure you're not even thinking about these yet. But I wanted to mention them to you guys because I think they're gonna go really fast because they are adorable. I love this ankle part right here. It fits the ankle like nice and tight, and it just makes the leg look a lot longer, which I love. So I love that it kind of hugs the ankle, and of course I love that they're a nude color, but they're also like a very natural material, which I think gives a lot of like fun texture. So I'm just like obsessed with these. I think I'm gonna get so much use out of them, and when I tried them on in store and kind of like walked around with them, they were super comfortable. And I'm all about comfort because if I buy a shoe and it's not super comfortable, I'm just not gonna gravitate towards wearing it. So I'm glad that they're really comfortable. So I'm gonna get a lot of use out of them. I wanted to mention them to you guys because I just think they're too cute not to mention, and you guys are gonna see me wearing them tons. If you follow me on Instagram, you're probably gonna see millions of posts with me wearing them this spring. So that is it for my favorites this month. I hope you guys have had a great start to 2017, like I said before, and I am so excited for this year. I think it's gonna be an awesome year. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to let me know your favorites in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.